fastest way that I block men and I test men is I tell them I'm at the nail salon. And if they ask me what color I'm getting, cool. If they don't say how much is it, or what's your Cash App, or what's your Zelle, so I can cover the cost, you're blocked. You're blocked. Because at that point, you're a taker. And men like that, they love to say, okay, text me a picture of your nails when you get it done. Sorry, Buki. You're already added to the block list by saying that. You as a man are supposed to be a provider, meaning that you provide. Why are you asking me to send me a picture of the nails done? If I don't pay for it, how am I gonna send you a picture? Block those men.
Why would it matter how much it costs if he's just asking for a picture? I'm not even understanding. She's like, if you're not gonna ask how much it costs, why are you asking for a picture? This is the equivalent, right? You ever go to 7-Eleven and there's a panhandler, he opens the door and you walk through and he might ask you for change and you're like, nah, I don't have change. And he's like giving you an attitude. Imagine if he called you broke because you don't have change to give to him. This is what's happening here. So because a guy is asking for a picture, you know what, gentlemen? Don't ask them anything. If they're like, I'm at the nail salon, move along. Don't mention anything about send me a picture. Don't get them to send you a picture of anything. They're like, oh, I'm shopping and I'm buying outfits and stuff. Don't ask for a picture. Just don't. Because this is insane. This is poverty behavior. Why does a man need to send you money? Okay, so he's blocked. Let me guess, he's blocking his blessing. Let's get the next one.
So I got this fun little advice from one of the baddies I follow here on TikTok. It said, we're going to give 20 guys a chance, not one guy 20 chances. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go into 2026 with that energy. Okay? I'm going to do it. You should do it. And let's find a husband.
This strategy comes way too late for them. See, this strategy would work in the beginning. The guy that you're giving 20 chances to is the guy that you actually like. And he's not actually being the one given the chances. You're the one given the chances. 20 chances to stop looking like an idiot. The guy's giving you a chance to opt out. Go for guys that actually really like you, that really want to invest into you. No, you like this guy. It's too late when you're like, oh, I want to give 20 other guys a chance so I can get more attention and have more things offered to me. You take that deal when this deal doesn't work out. It should be the other way around. Let me give 20 dudes chances and pick the best one. No, I'm going to go for the one that I have to prove myself to. And this is exactly why men can't be controlled. Let me just see which woman is going to get me. Let's play who gets me instead of I'm trying to get them. Let's get the next one.
So how are we figuring out like when men are actually like telling the truth or not? Because I feel like I'm having deja vu. It's like Groundhog's Day out here with how often men are showing up full interest, like being intentional, doing all the right things, saying all the right things, but following that up with action as well. So it's not just words. And then just like one day waking up and saying, oh, I can't do it. I don't want a relationship. Even though early on you asked, like, what are you looking for? And they say, I want something serious. I would like to build something. I want a relationship, whatever version of that. But it's usually good enough for what I'm looking for, implying that we're on the same page. And then everything's literally fine. And then one day they just wake up and boop, something flipped. What is that? What is that? Like, what do I do with that? How do we figure out when they're actually telling the truth or not? Because at this point, I'm done. Right now, I'm getting ready to go drop off the sweater of the guy who decided he was going to end things with me over the last 12 hours. Because last night, our conversation ended with him saying how he wanted to see me on Tuesday. And then this morning, I get a text saying that we need to talk. So, what is that? What is that?
You're going for the same type of guy over and over and over again. How do you know when a guy's telling the truth? You don't. You don't. The men that you really want like that, you absolutely don't. What they're never going to understand is men are in charge of who gets into the relationships. The men that you want, not the guys you don't want. You can control those guys, but, we wouldn't even be sitting here having to react to this video. There's somebody for everybody. Yeah, that's true if you gave everyone a chance. You don't control a thing. How do you know when men are telling the truth? I don't know. How about you become irreplaceable? How about you cook him some food and bring it to him where he's like, God damn, food slaps. How about you show him respect? How about you become an asset? Because that's not most women. They don't get it. They can't control men. And then they're like, where are the men who are going to tell us the truth? See, you don't want to be told the truth. You don't, because whenever men try to tell you the truth, you get upset with it. You deflect from it. So you can't even be mad at guys at this point for lying. And I always tell guys, don't lie to women. Be straight up with them. But it's no surprise why men constantly lie and get over on them. Because you love being lied to. Let's get the next one.
All right, guys, story time. I look awful, but I need to tell you guys what the situation I have is going on. So, probably shouldn't post this publicly because he might get ahead of himself. But basically, there's this guy from my hometown that moved here to Florida, and I ran into him at the bar a couple weeks ago. And we were hitting it off, whatever. He looked good. Clearly thought I looked good. Asked to take me home. I was like, no, blah, blah, blah. But, would be down, obviously, to hang out with him a different time. He has a girlfriend. Yeah. You know when someone's public on Instagram, like a girl, and, posting aesthetic pictures? Well, I found this girl. I was like, oh, my God, this is, such a cute aesthetic picture. Looked at the comments. He's all over the comments. Did some more digging. Ooh, they've been dating for 2 years. What do I do? Because I feel like this girl, if I reach out to her, is going to be like, who the hell are you? Why are you trying to get in my relationship? Because I don't really have proof. I mean, obviously all my friends saw me make out with him in the bar. But what do I do? So I'm leaning towards, well, actually I did something crazy. I liked one of their Venmo transactions just to spark some fire. Because what do you mean you're cheating on your girlfriend in the same state that you live in? Thank God I did not go home with him and did not have him over. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated on that situation. Definitely not the situation I wanted to be in. We have also exchanged text messages since then, so I'm not really sure what he was thinking.
So this girl only wants to narc this guy out because she sees the other woman as competition. I guarantee you this girl looks better than her. You have no proof, but your friend saw you kiss him, but you have no proof. So what are you about to do? You're about to make yourself look silly. Why are you trying to expose this guy? If you guys didn't go for the same type of guys, this wouldn't be a problem. This is exactly why they have the Facebook group. Oh, are we dating the same guy? And this is why it wouldn't exist if you guys all went for different things and the best relationship started off as friends. Because wait a minute. Don't you have to take them on dates and court them and be chivalrous to even get access to them like this guy had access to her? Oh no, off rip. He looked good. We're at the bar. I'm feeling myself. I'm telling you, it doesn't take that much to get next to them. She only wants to try and narc this dude out because she sees the other woman as competition. It's funny, the other woman always feels some type of way about the main one because she knows she ain't that important. Crazy. You can't control the situation, so you're gonna try to throw a wedge in there and mess up what he's got going on. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, he's messing up what he's got going on because he put himself in that predicament. Well, what if he's in an open relationship? What if him and his girl have an arrangement? What if she's on his program? What if? There's a lot of what ifs, but she only sees this woman getting in the way of her potentially having something work out with this guy. But at least you didn't sleep with him though, right? So what's the problem? Why would you want to create problems where there's no problem? Oh, let me just move along. I dodged a bullet. No, let's get this competition rolling because I'm bored. Let's get the next one.
Hi guys. I just crashed out on the phone, I'm not gonna lie. Okay? As everyone knows, I was ghosted a little over a month ago.
I guess not everyone knows that, but I was. And I've just been trying to hold it together and be like, you know what? Fuck him. I don't need him. I'm cool. Whatever. It's fine. No, guys. I haven't been cool. And I have been keeping it together, but I'm done. I'm done keeping it together. I feel like shit. My confidence is gone. Like, oh my God. I've become the villain in everyone else's life story now. And I'm tired of it. Like, this has ruined me. And so now I'm just gonna go sit in a corner by myself and recollect and find my love for myself again, because goddamn ghosting is trash and I will never do it to anyone else ever again.
This guy must have been special a month ago. What do you care? You know, the one thing that I could respect about this clip is she's like, I'm never gonna ghost anybody ever again, because now I know how it feels. They hand this treatment out the most, but when it happens to them, they got a problem. Like, they don't understand what's going on. But at least she said she doesn't like the way it feels, and now she knows she's just not going to do that anymore.